I'm tired. We live. Yes, sir.
Oh man, shit. Shalom, 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 shalom. You the real Hebrews like we come in week in, week out, day in, day out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of America, also known as Babylon the Great, according to the Holy Scriptures. But we get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, Shalom, Wakasai, Labakia, peace and mercy to the elect. All right, even the brothers from the GMS Cleveland Church, back at the spirit, hopefully pray to edifying lesson. We're going to spirit of things heating up. You know, we got a couple articles. You know, we're gonna what's the word? When you partner everything up with the current events,
Filter.
we
Filter. Oh,
Mary.
filter, marry. With the current events and with the prophecies that's written in the Holy Scriptures, right? So like I said, the title of this thing is "Things Heating Up." All right. So you got what you got an article. How you want to go with it?
Hit the article first, and then precepts.
All right. This article is from Al Jazeera. It says, "Why is India's Napa virus outbreak spooking the world? The spread from animals to humans via person-to-person contact or through consuming contaminated foods." This article was published January 29, 2026. It says an outbreak of the Napa virus in India, eastern state of West Bengal, has heightened concerns in China and Southeast Asian countries, prompting them to tighten health screening operations at airports as millions prepare to travel for the new lunar year holiday. Since December 2025, 2 confirmed cases of the sickness have been reported in West Bengal, India's health minister said on Wednesday. The ministry did not provide details about the people infected, but noted that a total of 196 contacts linked to the confirmed cases. All traced contacts have been asymptomatic and have tested negative for the virus. The situation is under constant monitoring and all necessary public health measures are in place. A district health officer told Reuters that 2 people infected in West Bengal in late December were health workers. Both are being treated at a local hospital, the health officer said. It says, what is the Napa virus? It is a zoonotic virus, a disease transmitted from animals such as fruit bats and flying foxes to humans. It can also be transmitted to humans via contaminated food products or directly from person to person. The virus can be deadly. It typically incubates in the human body for 5 to 14 days, with symptoms occurring within 3 to 4 days. It causes severe respiratory and neurological disease in humans, progressing from fever to headache to acute encephalitis or brain inflammation in severe cases.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was mainly it. Yeah, so as you can see, they already setting the stage up for the next pandemic, man. Okay. Bill Gates talked about it. All right. And that's on the World Economic Magazine. Okay. So they give you breadcrumbs of how this shit's about to go down, because we are in the simultaneously the midst of the collapse of the dollar, man. The whole thing about going down in Venezuela with Trump, that was the whole thing. That was his main purpose, man, to keep the dollar propped up, because it's only propped up by the oil. Okay. And yeah, things are moving quick now, man. Okay, it's so many prophecies happening. All right, that it's hard to keep up now, man. Okay, which that we rejoice in this time because our salvation draweth nigh, man. As a matter of fact, get your scripture real quick.
You want to on Psalm 64?
Yeah.
As I'm starting from the top. Psalm 64, 1.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Hear my voice, O Yahweh, and my prayer." It says, "Preserve my life from fear of the enemy."
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity."
Right. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, man. Okay, which is the wicked are the nation of Edom, man.
Yep.
Okay. How do we know that? Look at the actions that they're doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
This whole Epstein file case that's been put out in the forefront in the news. Okay, that goes to show you how perverse this man is, man.
Yeah.
He is the only nation on this planet Earth that when that stuff like this comes up about him, man.
Yep.
You don't hear none of this happening about no other nation, man. Okay,
Which they do wickedness too. It's just he's the lowest of them.
He's the lowest of the low, man.
Yep.
Okay,
Because them heathens, they be doing wicked shit too. It's just not on level with Esau. Like Esau is really like the
Border. You can start.
yeah,
in
bro.
spirit.
Yeah, like he's the church on the basis of men.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got a precept for what you were saying, and then I'm gonna go.
Let me say this too, though, and also they had that Davos meeting, 2026. Okay, and who showed up? Bill Gates, man. Bill Gates, when he showed up, all right, I believe they had in Sweden, you had crowds of people saying, "Arrest Bill Gates, arrest Bill Gates," man. They called him a murderer, man. All right, and that's the scripture where it talks about in Job 30:5, where it says, "Thou seest him, cries after him as a thief."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this man, when he went to that meeting, he discussed what the juicy juice are your health records being merged together with biometrics and stuff. Okay, that's part of his secret counsel, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a whole end all be all is to get everybody chipped, man. Okay, and he's working constantly towards that goal. 2030 is his deadline. Okay, and as we can see, with all this, with all these gimmicks, okay, and decoys that he's using, like I said, the Epstein files, all that shit is he's throwing that out there so people won't pay attention to what's really going on. He's really got the the tiny technology and full development right under people's noses, man, and people not even pay attention because they so focused on what he throwing pawns out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
you people, you're about to see, man. You're about to see this devil let loose on you, man. Okay, you about to see the wicked, man.
Yeah, I just got a quick one. What you said a little minute ago about when you brought up the files. You know what I'm saying, that came out, and that's just being like kind of like swept under the rug. Like people not really making an uproar about it, but this is just the world that we live in. Like wickedness can come out. And people can just like
ignore them.
Yeah, like or they desensitized to it.
Yeah,
like it's no big thing. They're like, oh, children were getting molested. Okay,
yeah.
How's the weather? It's like that's how these people act. I got quick ones.
Trump said it. He said, just stop bringing it up.
Yeah,
just don't bring it up.
Yeah, bro. Like we gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna just. Like that's not no light thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you just like no, we ain't gonna breathe past that. Let's go to that.
They not even showing all the real shit, man. They get shown like
a watered down version of it.
Yeah, they showing the young, really 14, 15 years old girls. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
that's not nothing weird though.
Yeah, that's not nothing weird. They doing things to 2-year-olds, bro.
Right.
That's what they not showing.
Right.
They're not showing the boys. They're not showing the real small children. They ain't showing that shit, man.
It's becoming the normal in Babylon. That's why niggas like that.
Yeah, like it's like ain't nobody thinking like okay, whatever. But anyway, this is Isaiah 19:14. It says, "The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit." And that's the spirit that the Lord got in this world, man. Because of who's ruling. When you look at the people that is ruling, they're responsible for the thought patterns and the behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, why would you not have like severe punishment for these certain things that come out? Like, these things are coming out on these politicians and these people of high status. Nothing's happening to these people. Like, there's no punishment. Even if they say, like, you know, we're gonna take this person to jail, man, a lot of that shit don't even happen, bro. So all these niggas got decoys, they got doubles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You think this nigga getting arrested? It's a nigga with a whole mask on, like on some Mission Impossible shit. Remember the movie? Like Tom Cruise had that. They 3D printed a mask, and that nigga he put that bitch on. He looked it like the person. They got that shit in real life, bro.
They all the charges on Trump, you know, and this guy, why he ain't locked up yet, man?
Yeah, that nigga, they actually got Trump actually on the documentation, not just the list with the files, but I'm talking about he's an actual documented criminal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He did X, Y, Z. And then why don't you got him locked up? And like I said, that ain't just him; it's all of them people, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. And I'm gonna go back to the songs. Go ahead, Equan.
This is I'm gonna do this one. Nahum chapter 3 and verse 3. Before it says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. And you know, the elder was saying how all these nations do wickedness, but Esau is the one that's prophesied to be exposed.
Yeah.
You see, and that's why all of this is coming out on him, because the Lord prophesied that he would make Esau bare, and he would show how he uses witchcraft, how he uses sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, and how he is the wicked, you know, the son of perdition.
They when they was bringing out them files, they said Epstein had a bank account named Baal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Baal, and then now you got Nicki Minaj, which all the nigga women hate her now. You know what I'm saying? She's exposing things, talking about, you know, these celebrities, politicians, they all doing sacrificial stuff, like her ass wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's just a whole bunch of mess. All right, it's just being put out there. You know what I'm saying? It's really just scrambling the thoughts of you people, so you don't know which way to turn.
But hold on, the Hebrew Israelites, get away elders and apostles, they've been telling y'all how wicked these individuals is, but nobody's gonna turn around and give the prophets their credit. You know what I'm saying? To say like y'all saw it before it even was exposed.
Yeah, and to be a part of that world with them higher ups, you gotta participate. They're not just gonna let you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna let you just make all this huge amount of money, and you got this platform, and you're not gonna be in the know. You have to perform certain things and be a part of that.
You just brought that to my attention too, because I saw that in my feed. You got this guy's name. What's his nigga name, man? His name is y'all saw that the Channing Chowder dude. What he had some how much it would take for you getting back in the ring game.
$100 million.
And he said
$100
million. Yeah, he said he'd sell for $100 million. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Channing Crawford was like, no, I ain't with that. He said, that shows your character. Yep. So niggas is ready to sell out. You know what I'm saying? And they ready to take that tiny technology, you know?
Yeah, that bro, when he said that, I was just like, man, that was a bitch ass nigga, man. And then when Bud,
that's not even a lot of money,
right? You see Bud countenance, he like, bro, like he like, I'm not joking, bro. And
no smirk.
Yeah, that little smirk that he did after that, like, you look goofy, man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you go back to this the songs, bro. The song 64 and 3. It says, matter of fact, you have some more there, you want?
No, I had another quick one.
Yeah, go ahead before I continue.
This is Jeremiah 49 verse 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare.
Right.
I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So the Lord is uncovering Esau. You know what I'm saying? It said that he made him bare, and he will not be able to hide himself. So you're not gonna be able to go back to that innocent,
yeah.
benevolent
Yeah.
characteristic,
That you portrayed.
that you portrayed as the great white hope, and
Right.
he's savior in all the movies and shit like that. That shit is going away. But now when people see white man, they thinking that you dealing with little boys.
Yeah, they his a lot of his greed has exposed him. Like that's what it bred a lot of infighting and all this other shit. His greed is he got whistleblowers and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's exposing his secrets. These meetings, what they do in the meetings, the underground tunnels, and nigga talking about this nigga got an under bunker, and you know what I'm saying? They're like expose like these niggas like shit, okay.
Like, why you got an underground city?
right.
Well, what did they say off Malibu's Most Wanted? You got PhD.
Right. Post I
Posing ass nigga.
So yeah, bro, they got a whole underground city. Like, why? Song 64.
You want to see the sun? Nigga?
Right, like this nigga is a creep, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, like them gutter rats, them niggas, that's a part of them being exposed. Them smart heads, they came out the fucking gutters in New York City.
Yeah,
and there was bloody mattresses down there.
Yeah, like
they just swept that shit under the rug.
Like they that never made the mainstream media.
Yeah, right.
Like it was like literally, bro, you had to dig for that. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally just swept it on the rug.
Hanging down there
It was common.
Bro, right?
That shit was crazy.
Like that's the world we live in. Like where shit like that is not exposed and is not talked about, but they gonna put Jake on. They gonna put R. Kelly. Like no, man.
Them niggas is chilling with Master Splinter down there.
Yeah, right. Psalm 64 and 3. It says, "Who wet their tongue." It says, I'm gonna go back to 2 real quick. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." And this is something that we honestly, we in a scripture say the valley of the shadow of death. Literally, it's like it's a death maze, bro. Everywhere you go, there's wickedness, bro, or your life hangs in the balance to where you don't know what the fuck happens next, bro, because of the man that's ruling. This is not a safe place to grow up in. You know, it's actually a surprise that most of us made it to our age. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it says in the secret council of the wicked was these organizations that Esau, Edom, that and these other heathens have made and come up against Jake. And a lot of these motherfuckers got these fraternities and these damn what's another word? Fraternities and
secret societies.
That's the water, bro. Secret societies, and you don't even know what they doing. But we do know that a lot of them has plans to get rid of us. They don't want the Israelite man predominantly. I'll say that because really the women of any nation they don't really even fucking matter, bro. Because they not a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like the women are not a threat at all. You that's why even in our law. In our law, when you go to war, what you do, you kill off the men, and then you literally take the women and children as possessions, because women don't pose no threat. So the real main focus is really the Israelite man. Even Pharaoh did the shit. Pharaoh did it. Herod did it. You know what I'm saying? Like the focus is never really the woman. It's always the man of each nation. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the threat.
Down to
you know
the
what I'm saying? Right. You know, like when you walk into a bar, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you sizing up on me.
Yeah, you ain't worried about no women. You know what I'm saying? You like, you know what I'm saying? Shit kick off. Like, this nigga kind of big, got some size on him. You know what I'm saying? If it's a big bitch in there, you like, man. Go ahead. That's important. So
it's from Google search engine. What does it mean for the dollar when people buy gold and silver? When people heavily buy gold and silver, it typically signals a loss of confidence in the U.S. dollar, often indicating fears of inflation, economic instability, or geopolitical uncertainty. Historically, this creates an inverse relationship where rising demand for precious metals causes the dollar to weaken, as they are often used as a safe haven asset.
And what is it? What's this guy's name? Not J.P. Morgan. Damn, he another entrepreneur. I just deal on this motherfucker, man. Anyway, his quote was, he said, "I don't want to be associated with a currency that's going to hell." You know what I'm saying? And that was a profound statement that he made, because this guy, he's an expert, okay, in economics, man. All right, and he said it was a U.S. dollar. I can't fucking remember the name of shit right now, but he said Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett. That motherfucker. He said that, man. Okay. He said that about the U.S. currency and what the other brothers is reading. This is why all these countries are buying up gold and silver. Matter of fact, go to the second one I sent you and see which ones that's buying it up.
He said buying up every damn thing.
Man, what?
He's talking about what's that?
Got a whole something like that.
Yeah.
It says
rush hour.
Yep.
central banks and nations led by China, India, and Russia are aggressively purchasing gold to diversify reserves away from the U.S. dollar.
There you go, man. All these nations buying silver, okay, they're getting away from the U.S. dollar because it is no longer what's the word I'm looking for? Valuable, basically. Yeah, it's no longer valuable, man. Okay, it holds no weight. All right, and that's why you have all these countries setting up alliances amongst each other, to get away from that, man, because they found out that you gonna get into debt, man, and that's why you had this guy, Prime Minister of Canada, his name is Mark Carney. Okay, he did a deal with Canada, and he did a deal with China. Okay, far as trade the trade agreements and shit like that, and then what that did was it X'd out America, man. So this place is being further and further isolated, all right, and not having no partners, man. And scriptures talk about a rich man have many friends. Okay, when you pull him up when he down. Now America ain't gonna have it, man. Okay, people don't want shit to do with this place, not even the American people. So we're in real time witnessing the downfall of a kingdom, man. Okay, we living in that shit, man. You know, go ahead.
Just real quick, man. You got it back, Ruben. It's Ezekiel 7:19. It says, "They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold." You had that? Oh, damn, it's the spirit. It says, "They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed." It says, "Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity." So yeah, man, the Lord got it to where, like the brothers going into about, the dollar is pretty much getting devalued, and these other countries are slowly but surely moving away from it. And then we can't forget about the BRICS. You know what I'm saying? They all of those they've actually they trying to get away from this dollar, because that's the main thing that they use to have power over these damn nations.
It's the world reserve currency.
Yes, it's the world reserve currency. You know what I'm saying? And like even when you trade and you doing most of these trades, especially in like the oil, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get it. You gotta in order to actually make
you gotta convert that. The Chinese yuan into USD,
American dollar,
in order to purchase petroleum.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Which I show you that they manipulating the markets, because silver was like $115 an ounce last week, and then one day it went down to $73.
Yep.
So they trying to deter people from moving to the precious metals, try to make it seem like, oh, the dollar's bouncing back. You know what I'm saying?
Because you cannot inflate gold and silver.
Right.
They don't lose value.
Right.
They can be used in different ways. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I always say this all the time. And because with that the dollar, he can inflate it, manipulate it in that manner where he can put you in debt. But you got that gold and silver, as they say, the economics say, gold and silver is a hedge against inflation and all that stuff like that.
That's why Lord said about the
weights and balances.
Yeah, weights and balances. Go ahead. You gotta get it.
It's Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. And that's an abomination, something that the Lord hates vehemently. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the abominations that we don't always speak about. But the fact that you got this unjust balance of currency, the Lord actually hates that, with a passion. And it says in Proverbs 20:23, diverse weights are an abomination unto Yahweh, and a false balance is not good.
Yeah, it's not good because you can manipulate it. That's the perfect word. You can manipulate it. Like there's other brothers going into. You can't do that with gold and silver. Like bro, it's like
It's true.
it stays true to its value.
It stays value.
Yeah, right. So it's like say back in the ancient world, you know, I'm about to say I got a silver coin or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and then I'm about to purchase something. I weigh it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna a silver coin is always gonna be this amount, you know what I'm saying? It's always gonna weigh this amount, it's always gonna be this amount.
And that's just an indication that the United States dollar is actually losing value. Because when you go into the, what is that shit called with the nigga Ronald Reagan? The
gold standard.
the gold standard. You know what I'm saying? You have the silver certificate, the gold certificate, and you could choose $1. Excuse me. So at one point in time, you can purchase an ounce of silver, you know what I'm saying, for a small amount of money. And now it's like inflated. You know what I'm saying? You paying 5-10 times the price it was years ago. So that's an indication the dollar is going down.
That's a perfect example you just said there. You know what I'm saying? Because this proves right here, because what did the apostle already say? Okay, when we finally reach hyperinflation, apostle said it, economic experts said it. They said when this dollar, when things reach hyperinflation, what they say, get gold and silver. Now, say for instance, gold and silver was already currency. Okay, them prices couldn't go up.
Yeah,
they couldn't go up because they don't lose their value. But this damn dollar loses value. Yeah.
I got one for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got some more there, Ruben?
Yeah, you got some.
What's that article?
No, that was it on that. Get your
Psalm
scripture.
17.
Get your script. Okay. Yeah, you get yours.
It's I thought one of y'all was gonna get this already, but I guess I beat y'all to it. It's James 5:1. Yeah, I'll beat you to the punch, man. You gotta be quick on the draw. It's James 5:1. It says, "Go to now." That's 3 times for your ass. It says, "Go to now, you rich men." It says, "Weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you." And see, that's what a lot of these rich individuals are doing, man. They're howling and they're weeping because of they're losing certain amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like whether a lot of these motherfuckers got investments and stocks and all these other things, or they might just be losing money. You know what I'm saying? But they're weeping and howling because of these things that are taking place. Or it can be a situation like where like they might have an investment into a particular not just a stock but a certain whatever, you know what I'm saying, certain things, and then that was starting to go down, you know what I'm saying? And as America goes down, they're starting to feel the impact. A lot of these Edomites and these heathens, they got to downgrade, they got to downsize, you know what I'm saying? They can't afford certain things that they used to afford.
Well, we're hearing that the hardest from Esau Edomites. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. These are the motherfuckers that got money all the time. You know what I'm saying? They can afford wherever they got the fatness of the earth, scriptures say. But yet they're complaining more than Jake. They complain more than anybody. I swear, out of all this cost of living going up, all I hear is fucking Edomites complaining. How much is this? How much is that? You don't want to know why? Because they're used to just buying shit. They don't even think about the price. They just going, get that honey, get that, kids get that. They don't think about budgeting.
Well, yeah, it's an old saying. They said if you gotta ask for the price, you probably can't afford it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like say you go to the store and you actually ask, but how much is this? Then more than likely you probably can't afford it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Edomites don't do that shit.
Yeah, no.
Bro, they like, now, one of my old managers, this nigga said his ex-wife, when he used to take her to the mall, he said this bitch was buying $4,000 purses and shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know my one coach, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The one with all the swords and shit, you know what I'm saying? The straps. Mm-hmm. That nigga got a fucking $4,000 gun, bro. That's just one. He got multiple ones. Mm-hmm. He might be Jake, though. You finish it out. This is verse 2. It says, your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten, your gold and silver is cankered, and you can break it down, Yaquan. Your gold and silver is cankered. It says, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it will fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days.
Right. Your gold and silver is cankered because it's a false balance.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's not true currency.
Yep.
It's just what's current right now. That's why it's called currency.
Yep.
You know, this is what you call money today. Yep. But see, the hyperinflation of it and the collapse of that fiat currency is going to be a witness against you and all the manipulation and the corrupting that you've been doing.
Yep.
It tells you in Job the 20th chapter that the laborers, the workers shall come up against you. You know what I'm saying? It's I can't think of how it goes, but I know the Hebrew word in there for laborers is workers. You know, it's every hand of the wicked shall come upon thee, which is talking about the workforce. You know, in this country, and when is that gonna happen? When the dollar collapses, man. You know, because it's prophecy that this economy is going to break down some way somehow, and they're gonna bring in the new currency, the new thing that's current, which is going to be the RFID micro C here, man.
It's Psalm chapter 17, verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about.
It's funny because I saw a video from the brother from Arrow's Indignation channel, and you had this Edomite, he played as an ISIS hotline. You know what I'm saying? If you see illegals, you call that number, but he was faking it. All right, and you had an Edomite teacher. She said she wanted a little 7-year-old Israelite kid, like Hispanic, to get deported, man. And then he being sarcastic and shit, talking about, he's like, sure, like if you see him, the 7-year-old kid, make sure you get in contact with me, because he's like a threat to national security. You can't have that. You know, he's being sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show you the hatred, man. The hatred that the scriptures talk about. Bring that back, whatever wants.
Psalm 17, 9. From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about.
From the wicked that oppress me, these Edomites oppress us, from the highest ones to the lowest ones. I just gave you an example. All right, you going up?
So like in verse 10, it says, they are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly.
Their mouth they speak proudly. Trump, go ahead.
They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth. Yeah,
is that now how an Edomite look at the world, man? If they not running the show, okay, it's like everybody else. Like they look at us, they'll say, we brought, they do it the country. They say, listen, if we don't go to Africa, you ain't gonna have clean water, you ain't gonna have running electricity, okay, you're not gonna have basic infrastructure. Here it is. This nigga was the only nation on this planet Earth were the Neanderthals, people, beasts, crawling on all fours and shit like that, but he civilized everybody else, man. That's another false narrative right there.
And that's the case in why the world's so messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, before you take your ugly ass over to them countries be cool, bro.
Bro, I show Speed, and he is displaying that, man. He going to them African countries, and he's showing you how advanced and how unpoor that they not are, man. Because Esau always put like them African on countries on TV, and they always show them poor and homeless, and like they just savages. No, man, they got a whole city set up. They got cars, they got technology. You know what I'm saying? That is him spreading his tongue throughout the earth. You lying bastard.
Well,
you gonna say something?
I was gonna just make a quick point because that would make sense, because the scriptures say it calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor. So that technology, that form of technology, have to somewhat be in place around the globe to be able to have that be a thing, that prophecy come to pass. So these countries can't be as poor as they displayed on the earth by default.
You said mouthful.
Yeah, I want to just quote this. You know, I forget which chief it was. Two Eagles.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I believe that's his name.
Yeah, that's it.
But he had made this statement I don't know the exact year, but obviously it was during the colonization. Going to the 13 British colonies and going into the first Continental Congress and the history of that with George Washington, the military that was created, so on and so forth. This was before that, though, right? But this is what the chief said, right? It says, when white men find this land, Indians were running it. No taxes, no debt. Right, and that's why the Heavenly Father mentioned about this devil. And you see what this Jake said wasn't no debt. The Heavenly Father said that laden himself with thick clay. Yeah. So this is a debt-based society. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Which that alone right there shows you the inferior, the sheer inferior of the white man. He's not a they say he's a high IQ, right? He's a high IQ individual. If you're a high IQ individual, why the fuck would you put it? But you know what? It's all a part of the agenda of this devil. He want to make everybody a debt slave. Yeah. So what he did to make everybody a debt slave, he created this fucking fiat currency, right? And then had all these dumbass individuals deposit your money into a bank. And actually, when you go into it, you actually lend your money to the bank. Yeah, so that's why they're not held accountable to if your money if it disappears, that bitch grow wings and fly away like an eagle pursuant to the scripture. They're not responsible for it. But then people was losing faith in the dollar to where they had to create the FDIC, you know what I'm saying? The insurance shit.
It used to be a certain percentage that they keep in there, but then they can legally keep a certain amount of your money in there, but then they can fucking loan the shit away.
Yep.
And they get stingier with the the withdrawals too. You know what I'm saying? Like you serve withdrawal during the day, you can get out the bank. They starting to cut that shit down now.
Yeah, because that whole point, like with the FDIC, the brother mentioning, like when you take a certain amount of money out, it's a reason why they gotta clear it and all that shit. So let's just say you have fucking $100,000 in the bank, and you trying to take the whole thing out. You know what I'm saying? They gotta make sure they run it through the proper channels. So it's like imagine like hundreds of thousands of people got $100,000 in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like they can move your money around. So say you got $100,000 in the bank, and then they need to take the money from your account and then move it give it to another person. It's crazy.
But show you it's already digital because the money's not in the banks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I got all this money there, it's supposed to be there. Actually there, it's all in physical, but it's not there. It's all in digital. They print it out of thin air. They bring it from here to here. It's already on the digital system.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's with the FDIC. They can keep a certain percentage in there. Yeah. So you might have put $100,000 in there, but under that they legally they can take the 100,000. They can take like 90,000 away and keep like 10,000 in there or some shit like that.
Illegal tender.
It's crazy how these niggas do this shit, bro. You got
right. So it says no taxes, and the white man they tax you for everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? Which that's a indication of the subjection that you niggas under. And y'all under this illusion as if you're not in fucking subjection. You getting taxed, nigga. Yep. You getting taxed for your food, your water.
Yep.
Things God gave us for free. Like what the fuck? Like you see what you grapes? Yeah, grapes. Apples. You gonna burn in hell. That shit I'm Orlando Brown, bro. So you got when Jake, and that's how it's gonna go back to this type of, you know what I'm saying, rulership to an extent, right? Yeah. We gonna tax you niggas though, right? But it says no taxes. Like I said, they tax everything. They tax a bag of chips, right? And depending on the type, the states or the city that you live in, don't let it be a Commonwealth fucking state. You gonna get, they tax niggas
for water.
Yeah, I mentioned that. For water, right? They tax niggas for energy. Yeah. Right? It says no debt, right? So people wasn't in debt. Right. Because people was self-sufficient, if you will. They were self-sustainable because they had cattle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They had, you know, they cultivated land.
Yep.
They cultured the land.
Yep.
Right? They had land, right? It says plenty buffalo, right? And then you had this devil Buffalo Bill, or whatever his name is, that infamous photograph from the 60s or 70s. Matter of fact, it was way before that. I'm going on. It was like the 1800s when you had this devil with the buffalo skulls. It was fucking like a mountain of buffalo skulls.
Bro.
And you had them, bro. It was so much buffalo skulls that the motherfucker, when they took the picture, the Edomites, they looked so small standing in front of them. And you know what? One of the presidents of the United States, who was eloquently known as the
Indian killer.
The Indian killer. He said, Andrew Jackson. He said every buffalo dead is a nigga or Indian something. Matter of fact, look at that quote. Andrew Jackson said every buffalo gone or dead is an Indian dead or something. Look at it. Let's get that real quick, man.
They use that for food, water. The buffaloes they use it for food.
Food,
not
water.
water. You know,
No.
clothes,
Clothes,
yep.
weapons,
Jewelry.
tools,
Yes.
jewelry.
Damn.
You got it?
It says, of course, they're saying he didn't say that.
Yeah, he allegedly said it. We just gonna say allegedly.
It says,
I ain't gonna put it past a nigga like that, you know?
based on available records, Andrew Jackson did not say the quote, "Kill every buffalo you can. Every buffalo dead is an Indian gone."
There you go.
He said the quote is generally attributed to Colonel Richard Irving Dodge or General Dodge around 1867.
Okay, so that's it right there. So it was plenty of buffalo, right? And see,
That's not that long.
the white man, right? He a poacher. That's another name for fucking these devils when they hunt the animals and just kill them for no fucking reason, like an elephant. You kill them for they tusk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this nigga's a poacher. We don't get down like that. We don't kill animals just for a sport. That's what you so-called white people do. You're a cunning hunter. You just get your rocks off of just killing shit. You know what I'm saying? Killing lions so you can get the saber-toothed tiger, goddamn the fangs and shit.
I got one for y'all.
Go ahead.
That's just Joe Biden's son. He's a motherfucker that do that shit, man. That be hunting animals just for the hell of it.
Right. You know, we hunt for. They say that the saying is we hunt for something and they hunt for sport. I forget what the saying is. Go ahead.
No purpose. It was a
For
purpose.
survival.
Yeah, for survival. Yeah.
Yep.
We hunt for survival. They hunt for sport type shit. But go ahead.
Right.
Read your precept.
Yeah, this is for what you said. This Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Beautiful.
Even the nigga, even his tender mercy is cruel, bro.
Yeah, because his tender mercies is lock him in the zoo and tranquilize him all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look how he killed the food, right?
Yeah.
The animals, the chickens and stuff.
Yeah.
He
Torture.
got them all caged in. That's why you got cage-free eggs and free range and
Right.
all that other shit,
That's
man.
better.
Right.
Like it's supposed to be that period, man.
Right.
That's why I said at the top of the verse, it said, righteous man regardeth the life of his beast.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, like the way Esau operates, is he nigga wicked, bro.
They just had that video. I don't know if brother saw that. I think it was on the West Coast. It was like they said shoot all the deer, kill all the deer so that they can build the cities, like build the whatever they're trying to build or some shit in that area. They said just kill all the deer off.
Yeah,
Like
wicked,
what the
man.
fuck? What you mean?
Esau the only nigga that you come across where nigga have a whole moose head. You know what I'm saying? In his living room. Jacob be doing shit like that.
Right.
They got a moose
Right.
head, a fucking a buffalo head,
Yep.
and they like that shit. Like you imagine walking to a brother house and that shit look creepy, bro.
Yeah, it's called taxidermy.
Taxidermy.
That's the occupation, right? That those individuals, that's their occupation. It's called matter of fact, look it up your phone. Taxidermy is when they basically take the embalming fluid and they do it to the animals. Like that's why they have a fox. If you come into their big mansion they got a fox
Yeah.
that's on the motherfucking mantle or a fucking turkey and look alive. But go ahead.
I was
read it.
wondering how they did that.
Right, you finna read it right here, right here. Go
It
ahead.
says taxidermy is the art and science of preserving, stuffing, and mounting the skins of dead animals to create a lifelike 3D display for museums, education, or personal collection.
That's
There
crazy.
you go.
I never
So,
did.
yep. So that's the occupation. It's known as taxidermy. So
And you know some Edomites doing that now for their pets.
yeah,
When their dog die,
yeah.
they'll do it for their dog.
Weird
And
ass.
put them in the house.
That's weird as hell, bro.
That showed it on Kingsman. Remember at the end, the head nigga. Yeah, his dog.
So yeah,
That's weird as
before,
hell.
before the white man came over here, it was plenty of buffalo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was roaming free.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, with the westward expansion, you know what I'm saying, they was they displaced those animals by building these cities. You know what I'm saying, erecting these different cities, right? And then they'll have a reservation. You know, a fucking reservation to where it's federal land. You can't go the animals, you know what I'm saying?
Move Gad over there.
Yeah. So I said plenty of when white man find this land, Indians were running it. No taxes, no debt, plenty buffalo, plenty beaver, clean water, right? You know what I'm saying? Clean water, right?
Gold was still in the water.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Clean tables.
And they contaminated the water, right? By
See, two eagles is in the right spirit.
they claim Salaki. They could, that's right. That's our forefather. He an Israelite. He a Jacobite. It's our joke. But they contaminated the water by creating these different manufacturing facilities and these meat processing facilities, and then they started using carbon monoxide and all these different ethanol gases and all this fucking shit to where they had to, you know, dump the shit in the rivers and shit. That's how they contaminated the water. These fucking devils, man. You see, with they motherfucking they revolutions, they what you call it? Because you got the fourth and dozen revolution, but that's how they contaminated the water with all these motherfucking revolutions and all these advancements in science and technology that fuck up the earth, man. Yo.
He try to blame it on people. You know what I'm saying?
Your carbon footprint. You ate too much goddamn chicken this week, Mark. You ate too much chicken this week, you know?
Now it's the humans' problem. Like, nigga, you got these factories running all day, every day, 24/7. Yeah, sometimes you driving, especially on the freeway, you like going towards like downtown. Like that smoke is just all day, every day. Just go. I be looking out like that shit fucking wrong, bro. Yeah, especially the steel yard, bro. Because it got the steel mill down there, man. That shit, I hate seeing that motherfucker. It even look wicked, man.
You used to could just go in the stream in your backyard and drink the water. Because the minerals from the soil, you know what I'm saying? That's how you purify. That's how you purify the water, man. You know what I'm saying? And then also too, with the different aquatic life, if you will, like crabs, lobsters, they keep the water clean too. Catfish, then you niggas started taking the catfish out of the. That's why Lake Erie look like that. That's why Lake Erie look fucked up.
I mean, a rock. Yeah. Rock was here. You talking about
that. That's why this man. Like, what was it? J.P. Morgan said that. J.P. because what's his name? Nicholas Tesla. He came up with the idea where he want to create free energy for the entire Earth. You know what I'm saying? And then J.P. Morgan said, "No, I will not finance you because if I can't put a meter on it, I don't want it." You know what I'm saying? It goes to the scriptures. Sirach 13 chapter talks about, "If thou be for a profit, he will preserve thee." And that's how this man operates everything. If he cannot profit off it, he don't want that shit going, man. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be looked up as the Most High. You come to him for everything.
Well, that's the spirit. Me and Damiel, you talking about that earlier. Remember we talking about like if Esau, if he can't get a cut, he can't get a cut, bro. You ain't doing the shit.
That's what the digital currency is about, man. The digital currency, because you cannot do no side work, you cannot do no transactions Without that nigga up in there, man, listen, you
Venezuela.
want to sell a little piece of candy, that nigga gonna clip that shit, man.
Yep.
You know?
Remember Venezuela? He said they got the oil, but we not getting. You selling it, but we ain't getting none of it. So
Yeah,
we're
right.
gonna take it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
I got a precept for you real quick, Tommy. It's
I got some-
to get to the point. As Ecclesiastes 5:9, it says, "Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field."
Yeah.
So here it is, the earth. We all got to live here, right? You know what I'm saying? Why the hell would you even pollute any of this stuff?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you Edomites, like they obviously they consider it. They just don't give a damn.
Selfish.
No, go ahead.
Hey, well, I was gonna say that it says that moreover the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is nourished by the field. So you gotta breathe this air, you gotta drink this water.
Yep.
But we do know the elite elites, them niggas ain't drinking the shit that we drinking.
They not breathing.
They not breathing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They probably far.
Yeah.
Because you know they don't even live here in the States. A lot of them live over there in Europe and Italy. You know what I'm saying? And, Switzerland, you know what I'm saying? Germany, all of other areas. They don't live in the States.
Yeah, because they don't love that shit.
Yeah,
They
a lot of them.
kill planes over
Yeah,
there.
no, they a lot of the food and shit like that. They even got on the books and laws. Well, over there overseas, a lot of products that's in the fruits. I mean, not the fruits. The food. It can be a Kellogg cereal or some shit like that. Their Kellogg's is way different from Kellogg's over here. Or their Lego My Ego, you know what I'm saying? It's different from me, you know what I'm saying? You got it.
Yep. So yeah, before the white man came, the water was clean.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The water was clean. You had drinkable water. You don't even have to get a survival straw.
Yeah.
You know, because you got stagnated bodies of water. It's not, current. It's not moving. It's dead.
Right.
No minerals. And then he gonna put the water in a Deer Park plastic PBA for the fucking contaminated plastic bottle and give it to you.
Yep.
You see?
Well, microplastics.
Microplastics
leaching into your water.
Yeah.
So every time you drink it,
it's going into your blood. You know what I'm saying? It's basically destroying you.
Yep.
Right? It says women did all the work. You know what I'm saying? That's what Two Eagles said. He said women did all the work.
Yep.
Then now the white man come and go in the position of authority and power. He liberating bitches like,
like what?
Nigga, who?
That's you offsetting the Lord's plan. The Lord said the woman is the helpmate. Like that means like Esau done bugged people out so much to where I was looking at shit earlier. It was something. It's not a big deal, but it was in my mind because I'm like, this is off. Like it was a Jake. Not saying you off for doing it, but it was a Jake. He was opening the door for his woman. You know what I'm saying? She get into the driver's seat. I'm like, man, this shit is off, bro. This bitch supposed to be doing that for you. What? Like you know, like when you get in your car, and then instead of the way it is now. The man does the shit. It's supposed to be like this bitch supposed to be doing that shit for you.
Yeah. So she's
driving
the car.
Yeah, she's driving. He opened the door.
Oh, wow.
And he get, like it's like no.
That's
Like it's just hard. Like just like in the ancient world, like how you hold a door for a woman.
Yeah, they came up with the terminology chivalry.
Yeah, bro.
That's the terminology that the white man created to justify him. What you call it? Liberating the women. That's all witchcraft and sorcery. You know what I'm saying? To create, what's known as like gender wars. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't on one accord, that's against the scriptures because you're supposed to be on one accord with your woman. You're supposed to be on, you know what I'm saying? You join together. It's joined together, man. And the woman literally means female servant.
Literally.
And the word family means household and service. So at the end of the day, that's what the women's supposed to do because these women, they need something to do, man.
Bro,
they need to be all the time, bro.
That's why at the end of all those boss chicks' careers, what's the thing they long for? A man and kids, man. Meanwhile, a man pursue that nigga locked in. He trying to be the biggest lawyer or whatever. He trying to perfect that craft or whatever, man. And they staying for the long one. You know what I'm saying? But the cutoff point comes. Certain with the woman because that's not their role. It's not their fulfillment. They don't get fulfilled and providing provisions, which they can't any damn way.
They biggest fulfillment is when they have babies,
Babies and a man.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So women did all the work. You know what I'm saying? Like they did the cattle.
Yeah.
Especially when you go into like with the Little House on the Prairie shit. The women was the ones who was milking the cattle, getting the milk, getting the eggs from the chicken coop. You know what I'm saying? The women was the ones who was overseeing that shit, right?
Well, that's like that in a pride. Like the
Yeah.
female lions come
Right,
together
right.
and they do the hunting, and then when it's time to eat, the male lion he gets to eat first.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
They show you that too on the movie The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise. It was about a samurai movie, and it was about the Ammonites. And they were saying that the Ammonite nigga told Tom Cruise, he said the women do the work. And they were showing the women, they were picking up the buckets of water, and they were doing the clothing and all that. The men weren't doing that shit. The women did it. Then nigga then he saw so much of the devil. He had Tom Cruise on the scene. He had Tom Cruise like the woman was doing the work, and then Tom Cruise would come in, and then he would help the woman. And then he's like, in my country, he said, my country, he said, men do the work. I said, this nigga suck ass nigga, man. But he purposely painted that scene to make it seem like the woman doing the work is off.
That's the witchcraft.
Yeah, that's the witchcraft. So when
that's the sorcery.
when you watch it, you like, man, so now you start to get like the evil thought, like, oh, that's the woman doing the work is wicked. You know what I'm saying? So now you leave out the movie theater like, man, that you know.
Yeah, you told
in the scriptures like
Yeah, go ahead.
when Rebecca met Isaac, she was going to fetch water with the young women.
Yep.
That was like one of their children.
Good point.
They show you that even like when it's like when you look at these videos of these so-called African women, they got the buckets on their head and they carrying the shit back to the family, and they going to get this, food.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
at one point in time in this country, women did all the work, right? You didn't,
Yep.
And then they got then you got this devil. He created toxic masculinity, narcissism, and you want to say something?
I want to add on to you because this proves that shit don't work, because a woman will get with a man that does everything for him, and she'll fucking leave that nigga for the pookie that don't give a fuck about her. He got her buying shit, man, which that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But why would you leave a perfect man that's providing for you, doing everything perfect for you? He ain't got you working or nothing. But you say, oh, I'm bored.
You gotta treat them fucked up. Like
you gotta know that you gotta have something to do.
Yeah, you got, and like the way these women are now, like if you be too good to them, they not for real, bro. If you be too good to them, like they start to
resent you,
and they try to walk over you. You gotta you gotta have a balance with it. You gotta still do your duties as a man, but you gotta kind of be an asshole with these bitches too. Like you might walk into the house and like, bitch, man, you might just start talking shit. You gotta do this shit. It's crazy. They bugged out.
You gotta be on your dominance.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You might kick over some shit, man. Pick that up.
Yeah, kind of. So we coming into the times of, the chick is gonna come home to roost.
Yes.
That's why you see things heating up. That's why you see the So Icy boys going door to door.
Yes.
That's why you see the So Icy boys taking a 5-year-old Northern Kingdom Jake and using him as bait to coerce his father to come out so they can arrest the nigga. That's what they did that for with that little Jake. So things are heating up. Right? They was also talk about the illegal immigrants that's here. Every day that they here, they got to pay $990 or some shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got something to match up with quote that you brought up by the Gadite chief. Yeah. This is a quote from Christopher Columbus. So it says, no, you get my bad. This is a quote from Christopher Columbus, right? Real name Cristobal Colon. It says, they brought us parrots and balls of cotton and spears and many other things which they exchanged for the glass beads and hawks' bells. They willingly traded everything they owned. They were well built with good bodies and handsome features. They do not bear arms and do not know them. For I showed them a sword. They took it by the edge and cut themselves out of ignorance.
Oh, hold on. That goes to the scriptures where it talks about he take it, the armor, and smite with the crown.
Yeah.
That's that blood brother covenant right there.
Yeah.
It says, they have no iron. Their spears are made of cane.
Yeah, that's like what Deuteronomy 33. I think that's what you're talking about. Yep, Deuteronomy 33rd chapter going to that prophecy.
Then he goes on to say, he said all those good things about them, right? Then he goes on to say, they would make fine servants. With 50 men, we could subjugate them all and make them do whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
So he talked about how that was and how, how they didn't, they were selfless, you know what I'm saying? And nice and they treated him good, and then he's like, yeah, we can make good ass slaves out of these motherfuckers.
That's why I said on the Black Panther, the first one, well,
Killmonger.
No, Black Panther, his sister. Like, you the colonizer.
Colonizer. And like, bro, like out of all the tribes, bro, Gad is the most mellowest one out of all the tribes. Like, Gad is mellow as hell, bro. They show you every Gadite movie that they show you, the Gad is just cool as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what
they diplomatic.
Yeah.
They the ones who was coming to the bargaining table, if you will, with Esau.
Yep.
Ruben went on that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why if you look at NBA YoungBoy,
That nigga definitely Ruben.
He Ruben or Gad, man. Like that nigga he like real serious. Like that nigga was always serious, man.
He
You
gotta
gotta
get
get
that
that interview.
look. Yeah.
He be focused too. Niggas just be like, he got, you know what I'm saying?
He looked like a guy. He more than likely Rudy though, because of his mindset. That nigga got that. He got that look though. Like you watch some Gadite movies. Gad and Ruben, it's like a certain like serious look that it's like a certain serious. Even the women got that look. Like a Gadite woman, like they got that look as well, where they just kind of look serious all the time. Okay.
I got appreciate you.
This Lamentations 5:1. Remember, O Yahweh, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens.
Yeah.
We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us. And that prophecy is fulfilled. Because Esau took us over, man. Took over the tribes. It said that the Lord when he blessed Gad, he said he enlarged Gad. So he gave Gad a large portion of land, which is North America, and Esau took that part over, which is the fourth part of the earth, man.
Bro, you said that too. That they rung a bell because I had an electrician come over, and I found out he was a Gadite when he pulled up, and then I was like, I asked him, he said, I forgot how we came to this conversation, but he said, man, he looked at my place and shit like that, and he's like, man, I can't live in the city, man. He's like, I can't do that shit, man. I need to be out, man, spaced out.
Right.
And I'm like, man, he just quote the fucking scriptures, man.
Right.
Crazy.
Large as Gad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now our wood is sold unto us, and he said we drink our water for money. Like I was saying, you can't even collect rainwater, man.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is I guess I'll start at the top, man. That's Sirach 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of the prudent man is well ordered, which is proof that this man is not wise. He's not prudent. It's nothing about this man upright. As the scriptures say. It says, because you look at the state of the earth, your brother's talking about the state of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta re-mention them, but like just the small things, bro. It's proof that this man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. It says, as a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they dwell therein. Right? You see the results of the people, bro. It's proof for the one that's governing their mind. You go into that word government, it's a compound word, which governs means control, means the mind. So you're looking at the ones who spearheading and controlling their minds. So if they're acting this way, they think like this, they eat like this, they walk like this, and talk like this, it's because the one that's ruling over them. An unwise king destroyeth his people, because it goes with the quote from the two eagles. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city should be inhabited. And you see, because this man is in authority, it's brought death supreme on the earth, man. All right, the cities are going to be uninhabited. You know what I'm saying? With us, life is going to continue. You know what I'm saying? Like with the quote the elder is reading, that nigga destroyed life, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like you fucked up what's the word? You fucked up a proven system, bro. Like life was sustained, bro. Food was given, water was given, freely, bro. You know what I'm saying? Land was given, children was born.
Right. Then he said, medicine man free.
Come on, man.
You got the white man. He created the American Medical Association, and we go into the history
Abraham
of
Flexner.
it. Huh?
His name is Abraham Flexner.
Abraham Flexner, right? And then when you go into the history of it, with the Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller, all right, he started because they demonized the herbalists and the holistic, the shamans and shit like that. They demonized them and made them out to be quacks and discredited them and created this whole goddamn industry known as the American Medical Association, and they was writing all these, approved, these different theories, and they was doing these different tests and experiment, coming up with conclusions, and saying, it's this discrediting, the natural way, right? So now when you go to the hospital, you gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay. At this, Jake said medicine man was free. You see? It said Indian man spent all day hunting and fishing, all night having sex. Right? Is this the point? Then the chief leaned back and smiled. He said, only white man dumb enough to think he could improve a system like that.
Man,
real talk. And that's that's scripture.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That quote that this Jake Two Eagles made, this Indian chief man, that he was preaching, man. You know what I'm saying? He was preaching, right? So the thing is, though, the white man, he fucked up that type of system for everybody else, but he still lives like this. He's still able to. He don't pay taxes.
Right.
He ain't got no debt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He
organic.
He eat organically. What they call farm to table. Right. It don't go through no processing facility to where they injecting the motherfucking animals with all these different carcinogens and all these different, the preservatives and shit, man. Right? So
that's crazy. What you just said, that's crazy, bro.
They fucked that up for everybody else.
Yeah, but you said they
still deal off of that system like that.
That's crazy.
They still deal off of that system because that's what they do. Spend all day hunting and fishing. Right, so they that's what they do. But this the thing, the elites, right? The Amalekites, right? The tribe of Amalek, the grandson of Esau, Edom. These motherfuckers, they hunt all day, but they hunt people. You know what I'm saying? Like the movie The Hunt. Even worse than that, when you watch this video that the elder Micah Allah put up on his GMS Inspirations page, it's titled "These People Worship Satan." And it was just a collage of videos of people just bringing out information, how they steal people babies from the hospital, how they kidnap little children and hunt them and shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they hunt and they fish all day. They fish for sharks. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the different fishing poles. You got you got sports fishing, that regular motherfucking regular so-called middle class Edomites, they into that. Then to the sports fishing and the Bass Pro and shit like that, you see. But these other Edomites, these niggas should be fishing for sharks, dolphins. You got some?
You just said that they hunt for people.
Yeah,
that's why. And that the recent Epstein file release, that it was that I don't know if she a heathen or she just Issachar, but her name is Gabrielle Rico Jimenez. And she the one that attended the elites party talking about they eat people. I knew about the murders, but they fucking eat people. You know what I'm saying? She's going ape shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that's where the concept of vampires come from, the higher ups, man. Them niggas dealing with spiritual weakness and high places. They working with Satan himself.
Yeah, it's the terminology is called the adrenochrome. That goes into and then you got the spirit cooking and all this shit. This what these devils do, man. You know?
I got a precept on that.
Right.
Well, Deacon Frost said it. He's like, we care about this. They're people. They are fucking food. They're food.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's how Esau.
And that's the spirit because when you correlate Goyim, it translates to cattle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Right.
that shows you that they have a predator mindset on everybody that's not them. Yeah.
Like when Esau look at people like he got like a it's crazy, bro. Like for real, he got like a warped perception of like you meet somebody's and you're like yo mind like what's going on, bro? You might have had a cool interaction with the person.
Mm-hmm.
Like Esau when he get done like talking to you or some shit like that, he probably like what it seems like he has good lungs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, they show you that.
We can preserve
They show you that and Get Out.
Yeah.
The movie Get Out.
Yeah.
And when Keith Stansfield was in that movie and the other Jake, who he was in Wakanda, that dark skinned
black
Jake.
nigga.
Yeah, I forget his name. But they show you that in the movie. I
Yeah.
want those
I
eyes.
want those eyes.
That nigga with the blind Edomite,
Yep.
right? And then they got all this technology. Bro, they really do that.
Yeah.
That's what that movie was showing you. They kidnap niggas. They put niggas in the sunken place.
It's called the black market.
The black market, that's the spirit we were talking about there earlier.
Yeah,
The
you're right,
phone.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They put niggas in the right, and then they sell your organs off.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They put niggas under a spell. You know what I'm saying? Taking nigga eyes, taking nigga lungs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His
Yeah.
liver.
Yep, that's why you never. It was a little documentary I was watching a while ago. They was talking about it was a Jake. He's one of like them so-called Pan African niggas, but he was talking about don't ever put organ donor on your driver's license because he was saying like they'd make your ass get into like an accident or some shit.
Damn.
Like for real, he was going deep with it.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
they specifically would do that if they know you an organ donor. He was talking about how they have you getting like to a car crash or some shit and preserve you, like make it to where you don't die. It's crazy.
When you consent to that, you know what I'm saying? They have permission to do it, but when you don't do it, and the same as they want to try to take your organs, the family gonna be like, nigga, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They remember the nigga who was one of the niggas, the Rothschilds had the multiple heart transplants.
Yeah, five.
And
Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, which one was it though?
I got you.
Oh, it was David. Yeah,
One of them
like
niggas had
heart transplant.
Bro, yeah. So it's like how the fuck you think you get? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they only when they had the funerals, that's why a lot of people be checking for the bodies.
Yeah.
They don't even put the bodies into the ground. They keep the bodies and shit. You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Them niggas got control of the damn morgues, the morgues and shit. Like, bro, yeah. Like what the fuck? Go ahead, Arsha.
Quick one. Psalms 37 and 32 in the New Living Translation. It says, "The wicked wait in ambush for the godly, looking for an excuse to kill them."
Damn.
It says, "But the Lord will not let the wicked succeed or let the godly be condemned when they are put on trial."
So yep. So that's what they're doing to us.
Yeah.
Just like they did to the Lord. They was looking for an excuse to kill the Lord.
Calm, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And just off of him saying he was the son of the Lord.
That's crazy, bro.
You know?
But George Washington, he didn't even have his own teeth. He had the slave teeth.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's when you go into the dentures.
Yeah.
That's what that should go all the way back to them.
Even
The
wigs
dentures
and
and
shit.
shit. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Even like the wigs and shit.
Yes.
Remember they was wearing Jake hair. You know, they was you know.
Shit, this nigga wants to do that now.
What I'm saying though, like that whole concept came from like shit, taking Jake hair and you know what I'm saying, and knitting it and even putting it into the couches, like using it's not like use cotton, but they was using Jake hair to fill out the cushions on the seats and shit.
That's crazy. Like even like you said, even our women now, you get a dead person's hair and you put that shit on your skin. That's just bugged out, bro. You got that.
That's it, right? So y'all got any precepts or not? That's it.
I got one more. Ecclesiastes 25 and 7. "There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man to have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy."
So we witnessing the fall of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord, he take pleasure in the fact that we get to witness this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing you devils gonna do that's gonna be put us in, we ain't worried. It's like we ain't doing shit.
Yeah, man.
I ain't doing that. I'm just preaching the scriptures.
Yeah.
Man. That's
And
all
then
I did.
you gonna spy on us, nigga. We tell you all this.
That's what I said. There was they showed on Donnie Brasco, the Donnie Brasco movie with Johnny Depp. He's like he was an informant, and then he snuck into like the mafia or whatever, the Italians and shit. And he was trying to spy out, see what they was doing, and then he came to the conclusion that all these niggas do is talk shit and eat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you gonna see. Like nigga, everything we put on our lives is literally on film. You go to YouTube and find out everything we do, and then if you want to follow us around personally, I think I work a regular job. Like,
that's why I got to be a false accusation against us.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing you can hold against us.
Can't say that.
Can't
you
say
know what I'm
nothing.
saying?
How Shai said that? He said, "I spake openly to the world."
Yeah, bro. Yep. And it's a scripture in what was it? I testify. The second chapter.
Yep.
I testify my Savior openly. Like, bro, we haven't hid nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything that we talk about and teach. Like you, a stranger coming to and ask us anything, like nigga, I'll tell you what it is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
Is that it? Man, so with that, we pray this will edify. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash.
the abundance to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, rule well, Shalom, Makasala, Bakia,
Shalom, Shalom,
What type of
Palo Santo.
bro, like we